All right, everybody. I was just feeling the energy that's in this room, in my room, and I feel the energy that's coming from the chat. I'm seeing all these great people. I see Danny, I see Terry, I see Hobbs, I see Dina, My Flock, Bigfoot Anon. I see every great person that's out there that's here right now watching your one and only, the number one most open-minded channel on YouTube. Yes, we are the most open-minded channel on YouTube. Why? Because we talk about all topics. We're not stuck in just Bigfoot. We're not stuck just in UFOs. We're not stuck just in paranormal, Matrix, Mandela effect. No, we talk about it all. Why? Because there's so many unknowns out there. And not one's better than the other. Not one's more real than the other. It's all the unknowns that we all trying to find answers for. Every single one of us. We're trying to find an answer. Each person, each one of you, it's going to be a little different. But we know we're all looking for some answers that what we're looking for, whatever it is. And I hope the people who come here, want to hear about everything, because there's so much that's out there we just don't understand, and we want to understand. That's the best part. That's why we're here. That's why I see all these great people in the chat. I'm looking at Recon Havoc. I'm looking at people at H just showed up. Marie Hesketh. All you great people. We're all here because we're open-minded. Most of the world's not open-minded. No, they're not open-minded. Or it's not that they're open-minded. They just don't give a shit. They just don't care. And that's true. A lot of people just don't give a shit. But you know what? Why not? Why not care? Why not want to look at things? Why live in that everyday life, right? Get up in the morning, make your breakfast, go to work, have lunch, get home, pay your taxes, watch a little TV, go to bed, wake up, do the same thing, and wishing was the weekend so you can sleep in. And even though you want to sleep in, you don't sleep in. No, fuck that. There's more to life than just that. There's more to life. There's a calling for every single one of us. Every single one of us, there's a calling. What that calling is for you guys, I don't know. I don't know what that calling is for you guys. I'm going to tell you what. Before we start, let me see something here. I'm going to pull something here. Let me pull something here. That's Yoda. Why? Because Yoda's wise. It doesn't matter what we look like on the outside. We are all capable of extraordinary things. Why I'm reading that card? Because we are. We're all have extraordinary gifts. That's why you're all here. Because one of you knows something that somebody else don't. And you got the ability and the power to share your information with everybody. Isn't that what life is about? Be able to share your information and have people to want to listen to your information and not make fun of it. That's why we're here. So we can all share our information. So we don't get laughed at. We have fun. Of course, if somebody is laughing at us, we'll kick their fucking ass out and say, go watch your Joe Biden, go watch your Donald Trumps of the world. Get the hell out of here. This is a fun, great community to be open about everything, to have fun. And be in your chance, your opportunity to voice whatever information you see. Because, guys, we're going to get right into it, man. We're going to get right into the cryptids. Okay? I think I got some interesting cryptids for you guys. I hope I do. I hope you guys enjoy it. But let's get into it. Now, guys, Bigfoot Anon is trying to come on the show, but he just got slammed at work. And I'm sure if there's any free time or the boss leaves and stuff, he'll try to jump on before the show's over. So he is doing his best. So, guys, What cryptids do I have? Is there anybody in the chat here from Oklahoma? Because if you're from Oklahoma, I got a cryptid for you guys. It's called the Oklahoman octopus. The legendary beast of the Oklahoma Lakes, Oklahoma folklore. Yes, you heard it right. Oklahoma's got a octopus in their lakes. Man, I don't know about you. That sounds like a Mandela effect to me. But apparently there's a folklore story about the Oklahoman octopus. So if this is your first time hearing about this, maybe it's a Mandela effect, or maybe we're just not all doing our proper research and figure out all the great cryptids of the world. So if you guys are from Oklahoma or you're near Oklahoma, let's check out the Oklahoman octopus.
Well, everybody, this is Monsters of Folklore. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be discussing a very peculiar octopus-type creature. This is called the Oklahoma octopus. Now, I've never heard of this until probably a few days ago. I started researching various, cryptids here in America, and there's so many that to me are kind of similar, but I think just each state has their own interpretation of what these things are. But the Oklahoma octopus is a mysterious creature generally said to inhabit 3 lakes in Oklahoma. You got Lake Thunderbird, Lake Ogalagay, if I said that right, and then Lake Tenkiller, where it attacks and kills unsuspecting swimmers. Now, according to legend and rumor, this freshwater demon measures the size of a horse and resembles an octopus with long tentacles and leathery reddish-brown skin. Now, skeptics questioned how an octopus, an ocean creature, could survive in a freshwater lake, but it is easy to believe that such a creature would be a fearsome predator. Now, the giant Pacific octopus, for example, has tentacles that each boast the strength of a 200-pound man and a powerful beak that it uses to kill its prey. And for those who don't know, like octopus and squids, they have beaks kind of like underneath them. Now, although no physical evidence exists in the case of the Oklahoma octopus, many point to the high mortality rate and large number of unexplained drownings in the Oklahoma lakes as a clear sign of its presence. There have also been numerous reported sightings. Now, cryptozoologists have pointed out that species of jellyfish have been able to adapt from saltwater to freshwater conditions, and the same adaptation may have been possible for a giant cephalopod trapped in an inland lake when coastal waters receded. And now, for those who do not know, most rivers and things like that, they do, connect to the ocean. Now, a lake, though, I don't quite know unless, somehow something pours into the lake. But does the Oklahoma octopus really exist? I don't know, because they're really, I'd say if I looked more into it, I could find like the first, sighting of it, but, it's really hard to tell. I personally don't think it could be an octopus. The whole, jellyfish, things like that, like a manta ray or something like that. No, not manta ray, the man of war. Maybe something like that could be in the water. It is interesting that each state has their own type of creatures. I think an octopus is kind of, I don't know, maybe like plain just a little bit. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you thought of the Oklahoma octopus. Have you ever heard of it? Have you, I guess, been to any of these 3 lakes and maybe seen something? It's really hard to tell what's out there in these lakes. I know I'm originally from West Virginia, and there's a big old lake up there called Summersville Lake. To me, I was always wondering if something could really be in there, but I highly doubt it because every year they drain it so much and you could pretty much see the bottom. So, things could exist. You never know what you'll find underwater. But everybody, it's Monsters Folklore. I've rambled on pretty, enough. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Drop a like, subscribe.
My good friend, hold on a second. My good friend Mandela Affected, you need to stick around for the paranormal because I got a haunted bar that's in London you might know about. You could probably give us some input on this bar in London. Listen, don't let anything pass you by. Listen, do I know that if there's a Oklahoma octopus hanging out in the lakes? Of course not. I don't know. I mean, I don't even live in Oklahoma. So everything that I hear is through stories from people and all that. And there are a higher than average drowning in the lakes in the state of Oklahoma versus most other lakes. Is that proof of the Oklahoman octopus? No. But Why not, right? I mean, you just don't know. Animals might surprise you. Animals can adapt to certain situations. They can adapt. Animals can adapt more to places than we could. It's like if you take me, I'm on the West Coast. You put me in the Midwest or East with the humid. I probably bitch and cry. Like, oh my god, the humid, because I'm not used to it, right? Humans, we bitch and complain when we're in different elements, different places. That's just the nature of humans. Humans, we just bitch, right? We don't adapt very well. We complain about things. Animals, they'll adapt. Animals can adapt to this part. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the answer. But stories come from somewhere. And there might not be no octopus in Oklahoma, but that doesn't mean that at one time there was. There could have been. We don't know. Just keep an open mind. So next time, people, if you're in Oklahoma, you're going that lake, instead of looking up, you might want to look down. Okay, you might want to look down. Let me see here. Terry Brown wrote, I had an octopus wrap around my ankle years ago at the beach. It left some nasty abrasions on me back then. Wow. Damn. You actually got wrapped by an octopus. Wow. Is it a hard when they attach to you? Is it hard to get them off? Do you gotta like burn them off or something? I mean, Terry, give us some information. All you want, let us know. Never heard of an octopus story here. My father, hold on. He wrote, my father caught a bull shark back in the 70s, and the town of Clemmer removed a 10-foot gator just south of the Kansas line last month. Wow. Weird things are happening, people. Weird things are happening. Weird things are happening to the point where, let's look at this here real quick. This is a bonus. We hear from Danny's. Danny Stanton on the Daily Danny blog. He has something called The Night of the Demons, my most terrifying encounter with unknown creatures. So, Danny, is there a timestamp that I should play some of this at? Let me know, Danny. Tell me, like, hey, it really starts up at 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So, Danny, give me a great timestamp to start this video. Well, I'll play some of it, and maybe you can give me a timestamp. Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Thank you. Let's see, 524, 324. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Per Danny.
I just got a text from my neighbor saying he's hearing some weird shit, dumbass. His lights just come on over there at his house. The fuck? What the fuck is that right there? Shit.
Hold on a second. Danny, are you telling me? Danny, are you, I mean, when you filmed that, are you right there with this thing? Wow. I mean, that's crazy. Put some more information about what were you doing there? I mean, that's crazy shit, Danny.
It looks like some kind of fucking demon. All I can see is like glowy ass eyes and teeth. The fuck is? I can't. Zoomed in close as I
Danny,
could.
that's pretty good.
Freaky shit right there, boy. Oh, fuck.
Wow. Wow. That's good. Wow, Danny. Danny, that's good. That's good. And guys, these are one of those videos that I wasn't prepared in advance. Danny told me about it. And I said, I don't care. Send me the video. I'll do it during the live show. Even though I have a certain order that I'm playing these videos in. That's fantastic, Danny. Wow. Damn. That is awesome. I got to think about that one. I might have to watch on the side. While I look at it again, I'm going to play the next video. This is Cryptids The Bunyip. Thank you, Danny, so much for that. Cryptids The Bunyip. Let's check it out.
Australia is home to some of the most beautiful sights in the world. The Daintree Rainforest, Wineglass Bay, the Great Barrier Reef, Sydney Harbour. But despite all of its beauty, Australia is home to some of the most terrifying and deadly animals, such as the box jellyfish, the saltwater crocodile, the Sydney funnel web spider, and the blue-ringed octopus. And while most of these predators are limited to certain parts of the continent, there is one creature that is said to lurk through every body of water in the land down under: the bunyip. The bunyip is said to be a creature that lurks in bodies of water, that preys on people and eats them. It has incredible strength and excellent swimming skills. When it's in the water, it is said that it swims like a frog, and when it's on land, it stands up and walks on its hind legs. According to the legends, its usual method of killing is grabbing its prey and hugging them to death. Cautionary tales have been told throughout the years that if you get too close to a body of water without being careful, the bunyip will grab you and eat you. The bunyip may be a monster now, but that was not always the case. Legend states that a man named Bunyip broke the greatest law set by the rainbow serpent, a creator god in Aboriginal religion and folklore. His crime was eating his totem animal, the symbol of his family. After hearing of Bunyip's deeds, the rainbow serpent banished him, and he became a spirit that would trick livestock and tribesmen into the water and eat them. The first recorded sightings of the bunyip was in 1818, when two men named James Meehan and Hamilton Hume found massive bones in Lake Bathurst in New South Wales. However, the bones they found could have been the bones of a manatee or even a hippopotamus. Perhaps the strangest thing about the bunyip is how many different descriptions there are about the bunyip's appearance. Some witnesses have said that it is scaly, and some say it's furry. Some say it's big, and some say it's little. Some say it looks more like an alligator, while some say it looks more like an emu. Of course, there are some who believe that what people have seen is a leopard seal. The most common theory is that the bunyip is a surviving Diprotodon, a Pleistocene-era marsupial whose fossils were found in the same area that the bunyip was first seen. Coincidentally, the Diprotodon is a relative of the wombat and the koala, both native creatures of Australia. Despite all of the horrifying, deadly creatures that reside down under, the bunyip may be the deadliest. Even if you decide to stay away from the water, there's still a risk that the creature will find you on land. So, if you ever visit Australia, make sure to be on the lookout for dangerous predators. And when you're at the beach or a river, make sure you keep one eye on the water. The bunyip may be lurking just below the surface, waiting for you to get too close.
Man, I tell you guys, that Oklahoma, you got the octopus that's hanging out in the lakes ready for you. In Australia, you got the bunyip. I mean, my God, is there anywhere we could go in this world and jump in the water to be safe? Man, wow. I mean, that's some crazy stuff. All right, everybody, you better be hitting those thumbs up. If you're not hitting those thumbs up, man, you're lazy. You're lazy. It doesn't take much to hit thumbs up, thumbs up. Just like that. It's a one motion, thumbs up. If you're on your phone, one motion, thumbs up, thumbs up. How many? It's a laugh out loud. Phil sucks. I know. I don't know why that was in that video. I guess Phil does suck. Maybe Phil's an asshole. I don't know. I don't know why that was in there, because I was like watching the video, like, huh? Maybe this guy was partners with Phil and Phil betrayed him. That's a good mystery. I'm gonna have to get with the creator of that video and say, hey, what's with Phil? Why does Phil suck? Maybe I'll get him on the show to explain to us, all the great people in the chat, why does Phil suck? Right? Why would you put?
Thanks for watching. Stay weird.
We want to know. But beyond that, guys, the bunyip, and the thing is about the bunyip, you don't know exactly what it looks like. So maybe this thing is a shift changer for the water. Maybe. Or maybe Phil knows. Maybe Phil knows why they suck. That's a damn good question. That's interesting. So, guys, when you go in the water, be careful. Just be careful. If somebody grabs your leg, might not be your boyfriend or girlfriend, your partner, or whatever it is. Might not be none of them. It might be either the bunyip or the octopus. Or what if the octopus is a bunyip? It's a shift changer. And you got to think about that stuff, right? You got to be safe on the safe side. All right, guys, it's time for a little paranormal. Alrighty, I love paranormal. Don't you guys just love the paranormal? I do. I hope you guys do too. There's a lot of weird things out there. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Devil's Tramping Ground. The Devil's cramping. yeah. We all got to take a crap in the Devil's Tramping Ground. All right. So if you've never heard of the Devil's Tramping Ground, this is fantastic. This is an opportunity for all of us to learn something. So this is called the Devil's Tramping Ground.
Is one of North Carolina's most notorious ghost stories and a real, authentic scientific mystery.
We are standing on part of the Devil's Tramping Ground. Are we safe?
I hope so.
I hope so too. This is a circular piece of land in Chatham County where nothing has grown for centuries. Legend has it, it's the Devil's Place.
Well, Who Wants to Know's Megan Valerius went digging for the truth.
Well, the story goes that at midnight the devil comes up
here to a small wooded path just off a main road in Chatham County
and stomps around
and then
goes back down the other path,
leaving behind this, a 40-foot near perfect circle. Look closely. No trees, no growth, but a story that's grown for 3 centuries.
Mom and Daddy didn't want to talk about it, wouldn't go to it. Started getting this edgy feeling,
It's just like the hairs on your arm stand up or something.
I've never been back to it since.
But clearly plenty of people have been back with little care for private property.
People will stop by and say, we're looking for the Devil's Tramping Ground and, where's it located?
It's been on the Dowd family's land for more than 100 years.
The big thing is somebody's like, where do you live? And I'm like, okay, get ready. Devil's Tramping Ground Road. And they're like, is that real? And I'm like, yep, look it up.
If you do that, you'll find plenty of theories for why nothing grows here. From the devil to a UFO landing to a sacred burial ground.
You don't see any traces of sapling.
Longtime soil scientist Rich Hayes first tested this circle of nothing almost a decade ago.
Perhaps there were some elements in the soil that was inhibiting plant growth.
But those results didn't say so.
I can't explain it scientifically.
Or why a compass shifts when he walks.
You can't explain it with science? So what are we to believe? You mean science can't explain it? That's a shocker to me. and they can't find nothing in the soil, but nothing still won't grow. And science can't explain it. It's a mystery. Wow.
Straight through it.
See how it's reading on this side of the zero?
With the landowner's permission, we asked him to retest it. These results, again, showed nothing to prevent growth, and the soil inside the circle is now more fertile than outside, thanks to bonfires.
I've mapped a lot of soils. I've mapped soils in 5 different counties in North Carolina. This is one of the only areas I've come across that I really can't explain.
Maybe it doesn't need explaining.
I don't think nobody will ever figure it out.
Now I just ride by it and say, hey.
As for the Dowds,
I think the mystery kind of adds to the legend for sure. I think there's always that, it's been around for so long, and I think it's something that, we can see, that we can pass down.
As long as the land with no life has a legend that lives.
Wow.
It is a true mystery. So out of respect for the Dowds, we won't give you the Devil's Tramping Ground address, but they admit it's not that hard to find.
And they say,
well, somebody in the chat said they heard of it. I can't find it. Who in the chat said they've heard of this? Somebody said it. Maybe they know exactly where it is in North Carolina. If I'm going to give you my personal opinion on why it's not growing, honestly, I don't think it has nothing to do with the devil. I really don't. I'm more in line to say a UFO, because there's radiation that create, how they fly. And probably that kind of radiation is probably what's not allowing it to grow, because you got to remember, I'm thinking alien ship. Okay. An alien ship, and their kind of radiation might not be something that we can search for because it wasn't invented here. We don't know what kind of tech. If there's a technology, if there's a spaceship that could come here, that means they got technologies way beyond us. So I am not going to. You guys might think it might be the devil, and that's fine. That's great. I mean, you guys are allowed to have your own opinion. My opinion is I think it was a spaceship from outer space landed right there, and when it left, that type of radiation that comes from the ship that can't be recognized by any equipment or any testing by us, and all that. But science can't explain it. Whoa. And I'm sure there's somebody in the background that's going to debunk that. Well, we did find the right science. We found the right science. Yeah. All right. People who live in London. You guys know I love haunted pubs. So here's a place. It's called Drinks Editor Lower Richards goes to meet Cedric, the ghost that haunts the Grenadier. It's called here. I'm just gonna copy and paste it and put in the chat, because every time I try to pronounce these words, I say like crap. So this is the place. It's a pub, and it's a haunted pub. I tell you what, man. If I was a ghost, why not hang out in a pub? I mean, that's probably one of the first places I want to go. Hobbs, hey Hobbs, I'll go meet you in the UK, and we'll go there. And we'll kick back with the ghosts. Here we go.
We're at the Grenadier in Belgravia, and we're here to meet Cedric the Ghost.
The ghost story started with the place being an officer's mess. Cedric was a soldier. They were playing cards one night, and he was caught cheating. The soldiers took him outside and gave him a good beating, and he died as a result. And then he became the ghost.
Now, first of all, listen. If you cheat at cards, right? If you're going to cheat at cards, why would you cheat with a bunch of soldiers? I can't even tell you if that part of the story is true. But if I know I'm gonna cheat at cards, I'm gonna find not soldiers, not police officers, nobody with any kind of a training that's gonna whip your ass. So playing cards with soldiers, you get caught cheating. Well, I hate to say, you might have been asking for it.
And and he's haunted the place ever since. One lady said to me once that she had an experience in the ladies' toilet where, the hot taps kept going on. Tony, the general manager, he's had a couple of experiences down the cellar where he's the only person on the site. He got the tug in. I was in the kitchen. As I turned my head to the left, I saw a man standing by this big picture here. And I thought, oh, somebody's locked in. But as I went to talk to him, he just walked to the front door and disappeared.
What did he look like?
It was just a black figure. Many years ago, they tried to exorcise him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We don't know the exact date, but it was the late 1800s. Somebody decided to put money on the ceiling to pay back the debt of the ghost and to give him a safe passage over to the other side.
Wow. I would love to go to the UK, get with my buddy Hobbs, get with Mandela Affected, and go to this pub. I would love to go to this pub, which that'd be fun. So Mandela Affected, Hobbs, I mean, I don't know. So I know small chance. I know there's a lot of you that's from the UK. Have any of you from the UK been to that place? If you have, let us know. Maybe one. I want to put that on my bucket list. I want to put that one on my bucket list. I want to go there, investigate that place. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be fantastic. When you going to tell the tale of what happened out there, Judy? Everyone wants to hear it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Time out. When you're going to tell the tale of what happened out there, Judy, everyone wants to hear it. Judy Wheeler. Judy, on Thursday, come on my show. Tell us a story. Now, Danny got me curious. I want to know this story. Judy, you want to come on my show on Thursday to tell us this story? Because you can't dingo something like that and not hear about what's going on. I mean, man, I want to hear this. So, Judy, if you want to come on my show Thursday, email me, paranormalhighway13@gmail.com. I want to hear this story. Whatever. Danny brought it up. I want to know what the story is. So, Mandela Affected, never heard of it? Well, my friend, you should go there for me. I don't know how close that is to you. I mean, but if that is close, go there. Take pictures for me, man. Go there. Ask questions for me. I would love you to be. I'm not saying you're a reporter for me, but, if you're in that area, and Hobbs, if you're in that area, stop by. Take pictures for me, man. I want to know if there's ghosts there. But beyond that, guys, you know what? Let's get into some UFOs. All right. Right before I start with some UFOs, I do want to say I was actually, before my show, I was watching Mandela Affected live, and I like what you were saying in that show today, Mandela Affected, how people have different styles of shows and all that kind of thing. And, some people are different on the way they approach it and that kind of stuff. And that is so true. Everybody has different kind of shows. And that's what's great. You could listen to different kind of shows during the day. Some of your flavors, some more funny, for some more this, more serious, more aggressive, less aggressive. There are a lot of different shows. And sometimes you need that variety of different shows, or otherwise, if everybody's exactly the same, it can get very boring very quickly. So I love what you were saying, your message in your show today. I really liked it. I love that. Now, guys, if you haven't hit that fucking thumbs up, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Hit that thumbs up. You better hit it now. So, guys, now I love this video. This one I'm going to show you guys. I love these. You guys know I like museums and stuff, because I love it when people put their own money and making a museum out of something that most people are going to make fun of. This is called the giant-sized golf ball on a tree is now a UFO museum. I love this shit. I fucking love it. A UFO museum? If this is still in existence, I want to go there. I want to drive there. I'm going to put that on my bucket list. Check out this story.
Just south of Kingman, where Interstate 40 takes a brief southern dip to Needles, there's a giant beacon in Yucca.
I get so many questions, and people stop and say, what is it? Is it a weather balloon? Is it a museum? What is it?
It looks like a golf ball.
Well, if this is a UFO museum, then it's a weather balloon. That's what it is, right? It's a weather balloon because it's a UFO museum. That's got to be a weather balloon because we all know most all UFOs are all weather balloons. So that's perfect.
On a T, but actually,
it is a geodesic comb, and it is the only geodesic comb in the world on a pole.
In 1972, the Dinosphere was billed as the future Lake Havasu Estates, only it was 40 miles from the lake. No homes were ever built, and the developer vanished. Still, the globe caught Patricia Grady's eye.
I was reading a magazine back in 1972 where they explained they were building this home out here.
Gotta stop there now.
And it was going to cost them $125,000 to build the home.
She didn't have the money then, but 30 years later...
One day I was coming down.
Wow. Hold on a second. $125,000. I gotta tell you something. That's fucking dedication. I gotta tell you, that's dedication. Something that's $125,000, and you're gonna put it in the middle of a desert. That's fucking wonderful. I love her. Talking about taking a chance and grabbing the bull by the balls. Hell, I'm gonna buy this for $125,000, and I'm gonna put it in the middle of a desert. I fucking love it.
On Highway 40, and I saw a for sale sign in front, and I stopped.
She bought it, and the quirky spacecrafts with it, from a couple who originally rescued the ball. She then restored it, built a mini-mart, and renamed it.
I call it Area 66.
As in Route 66.
Guys, Route 66. Is that a clue for anybody in the chat? Route 66? If you guys don't remember, in my cartoon, episode 1, we took the Paranormal Highway. That was Route 66. If you watch my cartoon, when Connor and I were driving down that road where we picked up buried the Bigfoot, that was technically Route 66. So this is related to my cartoon.
And apparently one other reason.
I myself and my husband have seen things out here at night that we cannot explain.
And it seems she's not alone.
I've had people come into the store here and tell me stories about the lights out in the desert. And at first I kind of didn't believe it, but I do believe it now because I've seen it.
If it grabs your attention from the road, why shouldn't the giant lollipop stop a terrestrial or two? Plausible or not, Patricia plays it up in the store.
We have our own beef jerky products. We have pistachios, dried fruit, and trail mix, all our own label.
Stop for snacks or a cool drink, but don't stop to ask if Area 66 is for sale.
I'm 61 years old, and I finally got what I wanted, so I don't plan on selling it or moving anywhere in the near future.
Unfortunately, like Area 51, no one's allowed inside.
I love it.
Arizona Highways Television is brought to you by...
I love it. 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 Man, and so if any of you are near there, take a stop. Stop there. Stop there. That's man, that'd be awesome. Just doing that. That's enjoying life and seeing some UFOs at night. That'd be fun. Man, God, Anthony from Unidentified S4. Man, we gotta get a sponsorship to sponsor us to go to every single hotspot, museums, everything, because we need to go there. They need to send some real people to these places like us. We got to go there. That'd just be wonderful. Now, guys, the channel story, the disappearance of Frederick Valentich, the missing Frederick Valentich. Now, the video is going to explain the pilot, Frederick Valentich, who saw UFO and then he vanishes. He's gone. He disappears. And then after the video, I included the real audio of him speaking about seeing this UFO phenomenon. And, you know, Anthony might know, I guarantee Anthony Unidentified S4 probably knows a lot about this pilot named Frederick Valentich. And if this is your first time hearing this story, well, you get to see a little story about him, and then you're going to hear the real audio of him, of this pilot talking about what he's seeing. So let's check it out. I hope you guys really love this one.
Frederick Valentich was an Australian pilot who disappeared while on a 125 nautical mile training flight in a Cessna 182L light aircraft registered VHDSJ over Bass Strait on the evening of Saturday 21 October 1978. Described as a flying saucer enthusiast, 20-year-old Valentich informed Melbourne Air Traffic Control he was being accompanied by an aircraft about 1,000 feet above him and that his engine had begun running roughly before finally reporting, "It's not an aircraft." There were belated reports of a UFO sighting in Australia on the night of the disappearance. However, the Associated Press reported that the Department of Transport was skeptical a UFO was behind Valentich's disappearance and that some of their officials speculated that Valentich became disoriented and saw his own lights reflected in the water or lights from a nearby island while flying upside down. Frederick Valentich had about 150 total hours flying time and held a Class 4 instrument rating, which authorized him to fly at night, but only in visual meteorological conditions. He had twice applied to enlist in the Royal Australian Air Force, but was rejected because of inadequate educational qualifications. Thank you for watching.
Now, I got
like
the
and
audio
subscribe if you would like to view more of our videos.
So,
Have a nice day.
Sierra Juliet, is there any known traffic below 5,000 feet? No known traffic. Seems to be a large aircraft below 5,000 feet. What type of aircraft is it? I cannot confirm. It's four bright, seems to me like landing lights. The aircraft has just passed over me at least 1,000 feet above. Is there any Air Force aircraft in the vicinity? No known aircraft in the vicinity. Seems to be playing some sort of game. He's flying over me. Delta Sierra Juliet, it's not an aircraft, it's... Can you describe the aircraft? As it's flying past, it's a long shape. Cannot identify it, it has such speed. It's before me right now, Melbourne. How large would the object be? Seems like it's stationary. What it's doing right now is orbiting. The thing is just orbiting on top of me. It's also got a green light and a sort of metallic, like, it's shiny on the outside. It's just vanished. That strange aircraft's hovering on top of me again. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft.
wow. Wow. I mean, so what would he believe? What? I think in that one video they're saying, you know, he hasn't had like super amount of hours. I don't know if they were trying to like downplay him or something, but wow. He's seen something and then he disappears. That's creepy, man. I mean, that's creepy. And because you heard the actual, you heard it when the other people said there is nothing else in the sky. There's supposed to be nothing out there. There's supposed to be nothing out there. It's not like there was never a voice, you know, you don't know, well, maybe there's like two other planes, he might have missed something. But he was talking to the tower. And they said there's no other ships, airplanes out there. And you disappeared. I mean, we hear about planes disappearing before. You know, but there wasn't like a conversation like that where he's talking with the tower, what he saw, and then after that, he's gone. You know, they try and downplay all UFO sightings. It's that they do. I mean, I'm not saying there's a great explanation on this. I'm not saying that. But he did the proper protocol, was telling the tower what he saw, and they gave him the information that there is no other plane that's supposed to be there. So that means if there was a plane up there, then it was an illegal plane. The only thing I could think of, it was military, and this plane wasn't supposed to see them, and they took them. If it's not a UFO, then what is it? I mean, what is it? People in the chat, what do you think it is? I mean, I want to, this is such a very interesting story. I mean, it's a trip. Could you imagine flying your plane? All of a sudden, you have a UFO over you. Then you vanish. And that's the point. He vanished while, he vanished. And he was talking to the tower. And they said it right there. There was no other planes. So if it's not the military that took him away because he saw something he's not supposed to saw, unless he went into a wormhole, I guess that could be an explanation. I mean, it's wow, and here, what did somebody say? Australia has some of the best UFO sightings on record. And if you think about it, I mean, look how big Australia is, how much desert it is. You got your cities, your Melbourne, your Sydney, all that stuff. I mean, it's kind of a perfect place for UFOs from aliens from other planets to come to Australia, land, take some people. I mean, there's so much land there. You're never going to find anybody, So I can see Australia being a very big time hotspot and all that. But that's just, that's a story that I don't really hear people talk too much about it because there's an actual recording, footage, and not footage, but I mean, recording of the conversation about, and you heard it, there's not supposed to be anybody out there. And then, of course, I bet you people want to cover up the story, which there was never a conversation because then they could cover up even more. But now you got the actual word saying, there's not supposed to be anything out there. Then you're like, dang, dang. Don't be like me forgetting. Yeah, you guys better hit that like button, man. You guys, lately in these shows this week, people being very light on hitting that button. You got to hit that like button, my friends. It helps out the channel. Guys, we're going to have a little fun today. I got a video of supposedly Matrix. Glitches in the Matrix. Glitches. So this is one of those glitches videos. Some people believe, there's some beliefs in the Mandelphic community that the Mandelphic is caused by the Matrix. We're living in a Matrix. I'm not saying that's true for all people in the Mandelphic community, but there is a percentage of people in the Mandelphic community believe that the Mandelphic is answered by the Matrix. I don't think we're living in an AI, in a Matrix at all, but I guess you never know, right? So this is one of those fun little videos. So let's check it out.
What the is happening?
Well, technically, people are zombies. Well, people are zombies. That's not a Matrix.
Gotta go. Get me out.
Look at that cute little squirrel. Probably a drug. Probably causing it. Oh, the trash cars like that all the time. That's nothing new. You guys go in Seattle, you see broken down cars like that all the time. Look at all those sheep.
Okay, stop. Look how freaking cool this is that I started doing, and I'm doing it like way too often. Okay, so you like okay, I'll show you because it's freaking cool. Okay. Hi. Oh. Okay. Nice. So you just delay your words after you mouth them, so it looks like imagine coming up to you're coming up to someone, you're coming up to meet them, and they go, "Hi." Like, what do you be like? Who just did that? Like that's odd. Like, hey.
That would be cool, Trish.
Isn't that so fun?
That would be cool to do to people.
So I saw my cat outside, and I brought him in. But if that's my cat,
what's this?
Oh, going backwards. I thought that was a little fun. You know, and wow, we do live in a crazy world, right? we live in a weird world. You know, you just never know what to expect in this world. You know, only thing I gotta say is, you know, keep searching, keep looking. You know, whatever the main thing that each individual here in the chat are looking for, never stop searching. Keep doing it. Whatever you're searching for, you know, one day you're gonna find it. Never give up. Never give up. Whatever it is, people, just never, ever give up. You know, I love everybody here in the chat. You know, we're all here. We're all friends. You know, we all share information. There's no right and there's no wrong on anybody's information. You know, nobody should ever be blasted for any kind of information you want to give. You know, it's about you know, being able to share your thoughts. That's the main thing. I wish the world would listen. I wish our freaking sorry ass government would actually listen to people and remember that they work for us, but we don't live in that world. So remember, the answers are with us. The answers with you guys in the chat. The answers with us. We're all going to find the answers together. We are. And I want to thank every single one of you for being here today. Tomorrow night's show is going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific, not 8 o'clock, 6 p.m. Pacific. And the reason it's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific, I have this guy coming on tomorrow, and he claims he's an ET. He says he's an alien. I'm like, all right. You're an alien? All right. I'll give you a shot. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and tell none of you that this guy's a real ET, a real alien. He's going to need to prove it to me. He's going to need to prove it to me that he's really an extraterrestrial from outer space. You know, he's going to need to prove it to me. Because I'm not here to claim people are whack jobs and all that, but got to be honest, they're people that are willing to bend the truth or lie, you know. And the weird thing is they reached out to me and they saw one of my old interviews with Martin Lewinsky, and he said he's from another planet. He wants to come on my show. I'm like, all right, I'll give you a shot. Not like my channel's big where you get a shot, you're gonna make it big time. What, you know? But hey, if you're an ET, prove it to me. Make me a believer. Because who am I? I don't know. Shit. All I know, 90% of the people in this chat, you're all aliens and you're pretending that you're humans, you know, watching me to making sure I don't say the wrong thing and you're about to zap me after the show or something. I don't know. Dina P. She might be an ET from another planet. Oh, we know. Judy Wheeler says she was lost for 12 hours in a chat earlier on her vacation. Lost for 12 hours. Was she lost? Or was she torturing people? Maybe she's an alien. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe Anthony from Identified as for maybe him and Andy Gabino. Maybe they're like Men in Black. They're pretending they're regular people, but they're actually Men in Black, and they're just really trying to see all the people that are in their chat, so they keep the eye on them. Maybe Anthony's really a Men in Black. He's undercover. You know, you never know. Anthony was a police officer, right? Remember in the movie Men in Black? Wasn't Will Smith a police officer that became Men in Black, and now he goes around slapping people? You know, now hopefully Anthony ain't gonna go around slapping people. That wouldn't be good for him. But we never know. Oh, don't give him away. I'm not trying to give you away, my friend. So beyond that, guys, seriously, I'm glad you guys are here today. I hope you guys had a good time. You know, tomorrow 6 p.m. Let's find out if this guy coming on my show is an ET. You know, I hope he is. That'd be great. You know. E.T. found him. I want to see his finger glow. You know, if he's an alien, then I want to see his heart glow, his finger glow. I want to see the whole thing. I want to see it all. Beyond that, guys, next time, I'll see you on the Paranormal Highway.